Hi everybody, Don Giannetti, lighting-essentials.com and project52prosystem.com. I wanted to talk a little bit today about your everyday carry camera, and I know a lot of us, we use our phones, right? As an everyday carry camera, but I still like to carry a camera. I just like the feel of a camera in my hands, and for the last couple of years, I've been very, very happy with the Lumix little pocket cameras, and I just got a new one. I didn't get the newest version, which is the DC ZS80. I got the ZS70. I just, if I stay a level behind, I save about $200 when I buy it. When the 90 comes up, I'll buy the 80. I've been using the 60. I just got the 70. I'm very happy with this camera. I've seen some reviews and some people go, well, it's got some noise, and if you pixel peep, yeah, you're going to find a little bit of noise. It's a $450 camera, folks. Well, actually, the ZS70 is about a $350 camera. And you can still get them new. You can still get the ZS70 new. They're not all used. So I love it. It's a small little pocket camera. It's got a Zeiss lens, 24 to about 350 millimeters, and that is all optical. And then to make that a little bit easier, they have in-camera stabilization, three-way stabilization, or two-way, whatever, the best. It's, you put that camera up to your eye, even if you're at 350 millimeters, it dances a little bit, it's a little camera, so it's hard to hold it real still, but it really works very well. The lens is sharp as a tack. I have done professional jobs on it. I'll continue to do professional jobs on it when I'm out in the field with my regular DSLRs. I take this with me, and if there's an opportunity for me to use this, I like to do it. I like it because it's small. It is absolutely almost invisible while you're shooting. You can shoot from the back screen, which is huge. You can shoot from the screen, or you can put it up to your eye. As soon as you put it up to your eye, it closes off the screen and goes to the eye function. It's mirrorless, of course. It's got like silent functions and stuff like that, but it's like having a little mini studio in your hand. There's not a lot of control of apertures. So you've got, like, I think this is 3.3 to f7, something like that. Everything else works around at the ISO, shutter speed, and everything. It's got manual if you want to do manual. I use manual on the 60 all the time. I think I'm probably going to go to an automatic setting on this because I just can't, it won't screw up. I mean, no matter what I did when I was testing this camera, it just got the exposure dead on. You see it in the back, looks good, take the picture. Something that I do like is the screen will tilt up so I can shoot down like this. It tilts up. And if you want really into selfies, as I am, you hold it up like this and you can see yourself in the camera, which is quite frightening sometimes. But it's got other neat things. It's got 4K video. It's got good 4K video. It's got a microphone built in. We all know what they sound like. This one doesn't sound much better or worse than anybody else's. Wi-Fi connected, Bluetooth connected. It's got a little thing where you can, lots of different videos. It does do slow motion video, but not at the high resolution. It's not 4K slow motion. I think that you can get a little bit of, you can get some slower motion at 1080, but slow motion's a 720 on this. I don't care. I don't do slow motion on it. I'll use the iPhone for slow motion 4K and be happy with it. So this is not that kind of camera. Don't care about it. It has this little thing where you can set it up and do short burst videos. So you can actually set the camera to do 2-second videos. You click the shutter, you don't have to worry about how long you hold it down because it'll go 2 seconds or 3 seconds or 5 seconds, whatever you set it to. It'll make these little short videos. So you don't have to keep, you just click the button like you normally take a photograph, and it takes video for the time that you've set it to. Really makes shooting video a little nicer, a little easier to do, especially when you're doing B-roll stuff, right? Like I said, the video is really, really nice. It has in-camera cropping. So you can do a square, you can do a cinema size, you can do 3:2, you can do 3:4, whatever you want on this thing. It's got a lot of settings, but it also does panoramas. That's right. You can take 1, 2, 3, and it'll stitch it together in the camera, in here. So when you export the raw file, it is a stitched panorama already. Now this thing's a 20 megapixel camera, so your panorama comes out somewhere around 45 megapixels, something like that. It doesn't do a, totally 320s, but it does a really nice job. It really does. What else does it do? It does focus stacking. Yeah, it's all built in. Probably a good idea to use a tripod for focus stacking. I'm just saying. But it's built in here, so if you're doing close-ups and you want to focus stack, it's in here. It does stop motion, and it has a bunch of settings. If I sat here and went through the menu, it'd be a 45-minute video. Seriously, there's so many things you can do with it. People are going to talk a little bit about image quality. I'm very happy with the image quality. Like I said, I've shot professional jobs on this camera. But of course, I'm also very aware of the type of job I'm doing. So if I'm doing a job where I'm going to need a very large file, I'm not going to use a pocket camera. I'm not. I'm going to use a camera that gives me a better image blown up. I'm not going to make 20 by 24s from this camera. I'm not sure I couldn't, but I'm probably not going to do it. My print size, the size of prints that I like to make for me, are 6 by 9s. That's my preferable size. I like my work to be on the wall. I like people to walk up to my work rather than to back away from it. That's a personal thing. Do whatever you want. I don't care. That's a personal thing for my work. And this makes a beautiful 6 by 9. It makes a really beautiful 11 by 14. Trust me. 20 megapixels. It's pretty clean. If you blow it all the way up, you're going to see some kind of gravelly noise. Okay, especially in skies or any flat areas. Inkjet doesn't see it. Unless you, like I said, unless you make a 20 by 24, you're probably going to see it. Inkjet doesn't see it. I don't see it at all. I don't see it on the screen unless I blow it way the hell up. So it fits in my pocket. It's got I told you about the stabilization. It's got a whole bunch of creative functions that you can set it to do. Sepia or black and white or what have you. Remember, you're still shooting raw, so you still get a raw image, but the previews, etc., and the way it's set up will come out sepia or old-time camera. It's got light leaks built into it. Oh, just a tremendous amount of stuff. And it fits in my jacket pocket. Boom, it's there. Push the button, and it's ready to shoot that fast. Half second, maybe? Let's find out. Push the button now. Ready to shoot. Pretty quick. You can also preset your zoom. If you're out doing wilderness and you don't want to sit here and constantly zoom it out to 200, you can actually set the zoom so when you turn it on, it automatically goes to 200 or 250 or whatever you want to set it at. You can set it at different ranges, the whole bit. You set your aperture by this. It's got so many different autofocus types in here, you can't go wrong. Follow focus, moving focus, it'll go in on faces, it'll do whatever you want it to do. It'll show you your depth of field at this aperture, and you can dial the aperture back. Like I said, not a whole lot of room, but you can dial it back and you can see the depth of field change in the focusing points. It's a hell of a camera. I'll link to it down below. Yeah, it's an Amazon link, sue me. But I'll link to it down below. It's a great camera. I think an everyday camera needs to be small enough to go in your pocket. And this will fit my jeans pocket as well. I wear it in my jeans. And it's got to be able to do a lot of things. This one does. The Lumix DC CS70. Well, my name is Don Giannetti, as I said, and I teach photography online to a specific group of people who really want to become commercial photographers, working commercial photographers. I can say that most of my students get jobs My goal is to make sure that whatever the class costs, and it's not terribly expensive, that you make that up quickly in my class. If you want more information, it's project52prosystem.com. If you like the little videos that I do here, I try to build you up. I do believe this is the best time in the world to ever be a photographer, whether it's professional, pro-am, or you just love taking photographs. It's the best time ever. And I got one of those too, so that means something. It means nothing. It means I got one of those. Enjoy it. Listen, the reason I wanted a small everyday camera is my last everyday carry camera wouldn't fit in my jacket pocket. That's it's the Fuji. They said get a Fuji, Don, if you want to carry around camera, get a Fuji. So I bought a Fuji, and it doesn't fit in my pocket. More on that camera later. Everybody have a great day. I'll see you next time. If you like what I'm doing, hit subscribe. You can hit the bell if you want, whatever. And I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.